Hello everybody, welcome. Sorry for that little delay, just communicating with players a little bit there, but yes, so we got ourselves a match all ready to start the day off. This is going to be a debut actually for the season from Watchin Weebs. Gotta love the names that some of these teams are producing lately. But yeah, it's going to be the debut for them versus Alpha Ducks. Alpha Ducks coming in feeling good lately because they do have themselves 3 in a row on the victory sheet the last week or two, with wins against Vertigo, Fusion, and Team Gecko. So strong games for them as of late. Hello everyone in the chat there and Twitch, welcome to the stream. And looking forward to seeing this one. Again, another one of those debuts of players new to competitive and new to me, but we've seen a lot of those lately. And it's been good kind of getting a look at who and what everyone's all about. So over on the aforementioned Watchin Weebs, we have on the orange side Dave, Stan, Bad Elmo, Hamster Bill, and Cryptic. Thought it was Cryptic, but no, Cryptic. So going over here with the launch right underway on Alpha Ducks, blue side. It's Ninja Knight 93, Martin III, Lil Rad, and Stody. Again, coming off of 3 straight wins against this debuting team, Watchin Weebs. So Martin III goes to the tunnel, starting off this first round, going to be given a lot of contests there as the defense, very quick on those stacks, gets right back into the goal. So already seeing that immediate quickness from Weebs over here. Dave Sands saying, best player EU. Some steals going on, or attempted clear, doesn't go through, instead goes back into the 2-point area, taken by Dave. Dave looking for maybe a pass over to Cryptic, and Crypt getting just not a clear, but will roll back into the hands of Dave, so he'll go for that clear. There's the attempted boost, but another intercept instead to Stody over there in the mid lane. Finding a pass to Martin, who might collect it off the wall, but never mind. Dave doing a good job contesting. So Stody over here on the other side gets that disc, but Cryptic again gets that right back, and some just monkey in the middle almost, playing a passing game between the two teams themselves. Why not? But going for a open shot, can't miss that one, and unhappy about it as you can hear as well. But still, Alpha Ducks will get the rebound and back it out to Stody. So Stody rolls his way in from that corner, goes in Martin III, and there's 2 points. Took a couple minutes, and we've got our first goal starting this one off. Let's see in the chat there, Zuxon single shot, Daniel McFabulous. He's ready for a VRML match, as is Zux. Simon saying, Dave, best player, EU. So going over here on the tunnel, good punch by Ninja, causes a turnover, goes for the immediate shot, almost in, not quite, but still. Taken here by Martin III now as a Lil Rad tries to grab the disc, just missing that one, and a bounce to the floor. Overtaken now by Cryptic and sent on the clear. See, Pods is bad. Saying they're just passing around the tunnel. About to play a go. And into the tunnel vision of a shot right through the bottom of the goal. Good one for Alpha Ducks there. Lil Rad assisted by Martin. Finding the 2 again. Pod says Bad Elmo is pretty good as well. I feel like Bad Elmo, was he on a team earlier in the season? I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Not sure where, though. Either or, coming in here with his new roster, new team. Getting stunned again, so almost identical plays to the last time around in that tunnel. Some stuns going through. Oh, but losing it off the Geo. So Martin III being delayed there and enables enough time for Cryptic to get back into the goal for his team. And a good dive out save gets rid of it. But back to Stody playing that back line. Always tough when you have backliners there like Stody playing, waiting for those clears to go through. Right there, a good slap out by Dave, but neither player able to get it through. Another grab, re-grabbed again, and dunked on in by Martin just from that bottom corner. A lot of good grabs there and good defense from the Weebs on some saves, on some steals and punches, but ultimately will succumb to the relentless offense of Alpha Ducks. So launching is a Krippik going out. No points yet on the board for their team, but still have plenty of time to spare first round. Of course, Alpha Ducks coming in feeling, again, pretty good off of their last couple weeks. 3 in a row, 4 of their last 5. Granted, one of those I think was a default win, but still. Alpha Ducks feeling some, you know, that chemistry playing a part here in mid-season, starting to put it together. We see several teams across both regions starting to really come together here in the mid-season, getting into that mid-season shape, if you will. Sometimes you get off to slow starts, but, you know, Lil Rad and Alpha Ducks are not off to any kind of slow start. They're up to 9 points now. Pod saying, watching these makes me want to be good at Echo. Well, hey, no better time than now. Or if nothing else, no better time than very soon, because we got that quest port coming out. And when that quest port comes out, you can be guaranteed that there's going to be thousands of new players in the game, and therefore thousands of new players in the public queues, all learning how to play Echo at the same time. So highly encourage you to check that out, if nothing else, if you're new to the game or newer to the game. But that being said, with VRML, I mean, the more teams of every skill level, the better, because it is a ladder system. Therefore, once you play your first few matches, so it might take a couple weeks, but you essentially play placement games, you get an MMR, and then when you get matched up on Monday every week, you get matched against teams of relatively similar ranking or tier level. Again, the more teams, the better. Like in North America, we've got a lot of newer teams especially, and so the more new teams, you know, the more even the matches, basically. So it kind of caters to every skill level. In theory, anyways. But yes, over here, bounce shot. So that's a second in a row for Alpha Ducks, just missing on that one. There's Hamster Bill, or Hamster Bill. I get it. I like that name. Martin the Third, though. Look at those nice tap passes buying the shot from Alpha Ducks, and Lil Rad again, assisted by Martin again. So Martin doing the passing play, and that was a lot of great tap passes. Look at this, just the replay. You know, quick touch pass, quick touch pass, quick touch pass, tap, and shot. Very nice. So going out here again for a launch, just kind of clearing that one. But going for the boost, Little Red will not get it, but Stody does, actually. Bad Elmo getting stunned over on the nest, and now just trying to back out here. Pod asking about Mirage's game. Well, they had their debut the other day. It was a pretty good one. There was an overtime there in round 1, and they came up on top over 18 and under, the name of that team. I think Mirage does have another game. I'm not sure when exactly, but I'll pull up the schedule later on after this match. But until then, Stody's going to go up here. Bad Elmo getting stunned again on the bottom of the floor. You can see Dave and Krippik and Hamster, all of them just sitting here in the bubble trying to collect their stacks. They do so pretty successfully. Nice punch by Weebs. So Weebs get the disc back and look for a clear. Now if Elmo and Hamster can get a boost, they might have themselves a goal. There's a little bit of an overshoot. Will just enable enough time for Lil Rad to get back there first. But good again on the boost here from Weebs. Trying to contest Martin. Does a good job of there. So there's Hamster. Giving Martin a little bit of trouble, getting the disc back and going for a clear. And now almost a leech, but gets stuck there. On the other side, Martin getting through first. You have Krippik in the area, so we're seeing some good speed thus far from Weebs. Just the offense not quite working as far as passing or getting to the disc first. But they're doing a good job contesting this and getting back with the stacks and things like that. I mean, you can see that stack getting broken up in the back line, but Little Rad's going to just go up here for the cross pass. Oh, but the ding. Tough miss on that one, but still getting a return. Stody looking to duck under through, but Bad Elmo. Again, nice defense, nice punches from the Weebs here. So again with the stuns, we're just seeing an awful lot of brawls coming out and, successfully at least getting this disc outside the bubble, but they're not really getting it into the other side of the floor yet. That's where they're struggling a little bit here. As eventually, Ninja Knight does take it back, and again, will be just another go at the offense. They're up by 11, a minute 40 left here in the debut match for Watchin Weebs. Stody, the beautiful delivery, and Martin this time. Not the assister. Instead, he's the shooter, and he gets it through for 13. Baker's doesn't. About a minute and a half remaining. So an awful lot of punches there. I'm just curious. So Weebs actually not at the stun advantage. I couldn't tell based on that last joust. It seems like at least in the last minute or two, they were definitely getting the better end of the brawls there. So I guess numbers don't account for everything, but still doing a good job on that end as they try to get their offense worked in. There's Kripik on the side wall, going for a great pass up to Bad Elmo, dinging it off the top there on the goalie, and slap through. Nice recognition to find Martin over there on the barrier, and he'll just drag it out here as the three-man stack kind of gets broken up, but Weebs trying to get back to the defense, and they do. So we have a couple players over in the midline trying to contest, then a couple players over in the bubble just trying to deny. So a good dive here by Kripik. We'll get the disc back, trying to get a clear out. And will get through the tunnel, just a soft bounce, so not a lot of speed behind that one. Stody, though, will come through with some speed, but even faster. Ninja Knight and Martin, but they all get stuck on the Geo, actually, so they couldn't get that one. Over to the sidewall now, taken back by Martin. There's Kripik and Bad Elmo, again, trying to contest and maybe cause one more turnover, but for Alpha Ducks, they're going to look to score one more time. That's going to be a deep tunnel shot. Will it go through? No. So no hit, but maybe a rebound. And the goal to end this first round. 16 points for Alpha Ducks. Playing a little bit of spoiler here in the debut for Weebs so far, but still going to try and come back in the second round and see what they've got. I mean, again, looking good on the defense and in the bubble, but as well as some of the stacks, but ultimately just the relentlessness from Alpha Ducks. You can see the 13 shots taken and all the assists. Just that those second attempts and then the team chemistry really playing some good dividends for them, as often will be the case. And yeah, for Watchin Weebs, just trying to find their foothold. And as I always say with these newer teams, more often than not, it's going to take, even if you're experienced players, it's still going to take adjustment going from pub settings or mixed scrims and going into competitive play for the first time. So for a lot of teams, it'll take a few weeks. So we've seen, again, a handful of them in both the regions that were maybe new or newer to competitive, new-ish, depending on the players. But over here, like for instance, Fusion, they've been looking good lately. They got slower start as they kind of integrate into the league, and yet they've been increasing their wins and their scoring outputs week by week. They've had a couple wins, in fact, last week. So looking good on that end. You had over on the North American side, teams like Dano's team, like Chaos, they've been looking good lately, as well as Skull Crusaders. They're two teams who, again, just trying to find their footing, find that chemistry, but you give it enough time, give it a few weeks, a month or whatever, and suddenly they're looking real good, winning some games, forcing these tough matchups. I mean, just takes time. Now, as that second round goes underway, it'll be Cryptic coming away with the disc. He has a couple teammates in the back line, just going for a forward pass attempted, but Lil Rad will cut it off fairly well. There's the speed at play. Dave Stan trying to get a boost, but has to kind of redirect off the barrier, so instead it might be to Alpha Ducks here, and they will get that. So now finding that pass, recognition, couldn't find the goal, but a good rebound. Very fortunate bounce into the cutting hands of Martin. So 2 points for Alpha Ducks to open the round 2. Now I am reminded by the bye, speaking of Fusion a moment ago, you might have seen it in the ticker, in between the score or the match screens, or on the pre-show. But Swift, yeah, he made a tutorial video, kind of teaching the basics. So for any newcomers or newer comers to not just competitive, but just Echo in general, especially with Quest, I definitely want to visit that video. You can find it on his YouTube page. Just search Swift with 2 eyes. But awesome tutorial video. I know for Alpha Ducks, Martin is one of those who in the past had also made some great tutorial videos. So a lot of good community efforts coming through, and always happy to give those shout outs and advertise them over in the little news ticker. So if you guys have stuff you want to, whoa, what the?
Excuse me?
I concur.
What was that? What the fuck?
Yeah, word. Well, going in for a little Rad.
No, someone just appeared and then held the disc.
So, a ghost player there using the powers of teleportation to find himself the disc, eventually getting it. Well, but yeah, as I was mentioning, if any of you guys have any kind of community content, podcasts, videos, whatever you want to show off or have plugged on the stream, happy to do so. Just message me on Discord. But now getting stunned here is Dave's stand. Kind of getting Dave stuck with a punch, but trying to get it back is Hamster and Cryptic. So slinging it out of there. There's the stack forming, Bad Elmo and Dave. Doing a good job to get the disc back here. Let's see if they can go for that clear and boost. Looks like they'll try, get some regrabs going. The pass actually going to Cryptic, so they have some options. Might find themselves a goal here if they get that cutting pass. Going for it, and nice first goal here. 2 points for Watchin, Weebs, and love watching that one. That was a nice passing play to get themselves the 2 points here. That's the kind of team play definitely love to see, and that will bring you a lot of success. We've been seeing it from Alpha Ducks so far in this series. So maybe if we can get some more of those there for the Weebs, they'll be looking good. That shot just off, bouncing off the pole, will be rebounded by Martin on his own shot. So backs it out here, trying to find someone, but actually no one home. So we'll just have to go fetch it himself, perhaps, along with Stody and Ninja. So you can see, again, the contesting coming through from the Weebs, though. It's Hamster trying to deal some damage, as well as Dave. There's Stody going for a pass, recognizing that cloud pass up there. Lil Rad now backing out again, trying to find that one over to Stody or Ninja. Ninja does eventually get the disc. Looks to dish it down low to Stody over the Rad logo. Now, a Hamster getting stuck on the back line, so maybe a number situation if they can find the passes, but they don't, and they won't. So instead, backing into the defense here, we got all 4 players for Weebs, maybe even capitalizing here if they can, but actually no, in the back line, Stody. So you can see them spreading out the floor here. Over up top, it's Lil Rad from his favorite little spot as they go for the shot. Martin the third from Stody once more, 6-2. I should say, this is a favorite spot of Lil Rad up here. Also favorite spot of Game. For those who might have been watching those Flare matches lately, I know there was that Instinct and Flare match yesterday it peaked up at like 60-something viewers, and chat was going a bit wild for Game. Oh no. Newton's starting with it. Don't do that, not again. I can't handle the craziness. Just kidding. But yeah, chat was pretty pumped up yesterday. It was fun. So over on the Weeb side of the floor, trying to contest that Hamsterville, but getting pounced on by 3 different Alpha Ducks players. Kind of just playing some hardball at the moment, as Dave tries to grab that just past his hands over his reach. So Stody takes the disc from that floor and finds a pass. Nice one to Lil Rad. Open shot, a little bit high, and skying for it instead on the rebound will be Bad Elmo. So taking the disc right back once again. And good pass over to the corner to Cryptic. Cryptic's going to be cut off here. 2 defenders both in the tunnel, kind of closing in and pinching on the shot attempt off the wall. Be taken, rebounded by Martin III, and he continues to go for those goals. Been scoring quite a bit for his team here. 15 points, in fact. So yeah, not only that, but look at 46 stuns, and that is mammoth when you compare it to the totals of everyone else right now. So huge totals for Martin III. Definitely leading the way here, both on offense and the brawls for his team. Of course, his teammates doing a good job of just enabling him, assisting him when they can. So just playing it on this side of the floor now. We had under 4 minutes left. This is the second round. The defense from Weebs here in the back line getting a bit split apart. The shot, fortunately for them, will be off. But less fortunately is Ninja Knight with a rebound. Great pass to a cutting Lil Rad. Had some speed behind it, so the lead needed to be perfect, and it was. So 10-2, 3.5 left for the Watchin Weebs here. They're going to try and get this PE rollout. And I want to see some of that passing at play here, if they can get it. Just a quick one, and you kind of see there, getting rid of it before they were really too contested. And again, just one of those things where it will take time. Obviously, the transition from pubs to comp or mixed to comp, it can be a big one. But yeah, just kind of having that calmness and looking for the passes at every opportunity will definitely buy you a lot of extra opportunities, as we can see from Martin III and Alpha Ducks here, as Stody goes for that pass to the aforementioned Martin for another assisted goal, and it's up by 10 here, late for Alpha Ducks. So at the moment, I mean, look at that. Stody 5 assists. Martin III with 17 points. Huge game for him, and looking to will his team to victory for the 4th time in a row. So Alpha Ducks really picking up steam here in the middle of Season 1. Now Kripik and Hamster trying to contest that. Kripik getting the boost, but just couldn't quite find it, so trying to leech off Lil Rad. Gets a nice grab, but unfortunately there's a goalie already well prepared. A nice pass to Elmo. A good patient one back to Kripik, ducking through. Oh, this is some beautiful passing, but unfortunately the defense from Alpha Ducks, very intense, very aggressive. So that was a great series of short-range passes. Nice calmness to it, but can only pass so many times in a row before you're bound to miss one of them, and that was just thanks to some great defense from Alpha. Now Lil Rat, speaking of great defense, Dave Stand, the defensive stand. Great grab here, couldn't quite get the clear though, so Ninja Knight takes it right back, goes to the bottom, pass to Stody, and now a good steal from Hamsterble. Is he a hamster? Is he a gerbil? No one knows. Martin III tries for a pass, will bounce right back into his possession from the bottom. Going in, now rolling towards a cutting Ninja, going for the goal. 2 players for Alpha Ducks going for the goalie. But Martin just recognizing that, hey, I'm not even open lane. I'm just going to walk it in. Walk the dog, or walk the duck, I guess. So less than a minute remaining. Alpha Ducks in good position here to take the second round win and kind of spoil that debut a little bit against this new team, but for Weebs, definitely see some good things going their way. I think just, again, the things they're lacking is more so the passing plays, but that just comes with time. The boosting was good. The defense and brawling was very good. Had a nice save in there by Dave earlier, who finds himself in the goal. So definitely things to build upon, but at the moment, it'll be Alpha Ducks just building upon another win here for a couple weeks in a row, remaining lossless. So really, really good last couple weeks for them. They'll move on to win, again, 4 in a row now. 5 of their last 6. Right here will be Weebs trying for maybe one more play, but they do get stunned out by that defense again. Lil Rad with one more opportunity for a mail slot, but will be high to the sky, and that will, in fact, conclude the round 14-2.
Right, you think that was embarrassing?
So it'll be, let's see here. I'll pull up both stats just in case we get a wipe. But we have, wow, look at all those stuns there. But possession time, just kind of telling the story. Possession time, shots taken, and then the assist. Alpha Ducks, again, just the rebounds and the multiple attempts, eventually buying themselves those shot opportunities. But yes, for, oops, I didn't even put the score away in a second. My bad on that one. Taking a look at the points total, I guess I'll just read those first. 19 for Martin III, huge game for him. 2 assists, 2 steals, 52 stuns. Ninja Knight with 3 assists and 27 stuns. 11 for Lil Rad, 14 stuns. Stody with 6 assists, 2 saves, and 8 stuns. So great game from Stody just on the team play and kind of defensive end. And just, yeah, doing great work there. And Alpha Ducks coming away with it. Excuse me for just a briefest of seconds as I echo myself through the stream. Hold on. Trying to check out the scores because I was distracted by myself. So let me input the correct ones real quick. Okay, so 14-2. Apologies. All right, so yes, Alpha Ducks do come away with this win. Watching Weebs, again, they still had some good things going for them. I think it's just the team chemistry that'll take time, but they have footage to analyze. Plenty of it in VRML, in fact. We got basically an infinite amount of games to watch at this point. And VODs and things like that. Again, shout out to Swift from Team Fusion over in Europe for the tutorial video he made for newer players. And for those getting into competitive play as well, shout out to Rox Titan. You can find both of them on YouTube, but Rox Titan making some analysis videos over the VRML high-level matchups. So a lot of content out there for people to consume and improve with. So this Alpha Ducks will advance now to 7 wins, 8 losses on the season. Again, with this mid-season streak, I mean, they could very well be going into the positives, you know, above 500 on the record sheet before too long. At the moment, before that game, they were sitting in, see, 7th place and the very top of the bronze division. With wins this week, Alpha Ducks could very well finding themselves in silver by this time next week. So, looking forward to seeing what they put out here for the remainder of the season. But until then, taking a quick look at chat as well, seeing Newton there again in Aries saying good games, Ducks for the win. Kirpa or Kai or whoever you are, Kirpa says Weebs need to grind scrims, steal strats, and get confident passing and receiving. Yeah, again, the beauty of having so much content, you can steal from every good team out there. And then Cam Jam asking how you use the Twitch extension on mobile. I'm not sure that you can. I don't think that you can, unfortunately. And Newton saying, looking forward to watching the under 18 again today. 18 and under, yeah. So on that note, he says, hopefully no parents will interfere today. Yeah, that was kind of a shame in that debut, Mirage versus 18 and under. We had some dropouts in the second round due to parental issues, I suppose. Parents always getting in the way of our games, right? Anyway. But pulling up the schedule here for the remainder of the day, we do have a Reboot versus 18 and under. That's starting at 4:30 Mountain Standard Time or 6:30 p.m. Central. So look out for that one in another 3 hours just about from right now. We also have Genesis versus Guinness. Guinness sporting that new logo there. Legends versus Instinct. Bound to be a good one. Instinct coming off of some pretty hyped matches this last week or so. Really across the whole season, they've had some pretty hyped matches, honestly. And a new logo for them, just the same. So then at 8:30 Central Time, we have Skull Crusaders versus Nova. And then at 7 p.m. Mountain or 9 p.m. Central, we have Wireless Jacks and 6 Foot Over, as well as Genesis versus Nova to close the night. So plenty of matches ahead, plenty of variety, and we'll be casting as many of those as we can. There are a couple overlaps, so to be determined what gets streamed and where or if, but rest assured, several of them will at least be casted and streamed. So tune in for that a little bit later on. But until then, I've been Palidore. That's been Watchin Weebs versus Alpha Ducks. You've been a great Twitch chat. That's been Newton Dad, proud dad of Newton. And here we go. Well, here I go for the next few hours until later. So everyone, have a good day. Be safe, be healthy, wash your hands, social distance, all that good stuff. And see you again real soon.